Hey friends, welcome to Stocks and Crypto Plays. I'm talking today about BXRX Bio, and you ask yourself why? Well, there's some big news with it. The volume is up 36x, which is 3,600% volume increase today over their average daily volume. That's a massive number. So you ask yourself why? Well, what's going on? It says Bio announces positive top-line final results from phase 2 randomized clinical trial of BX1000. So this company has great potential. They just need these two drugs to get final approval, and they're very close, okay? So they have a price equivalency of a $72 52-week high, and we're under $3 right now with a $72 52-week high price equivalency and an all-time high price equivalency of $12,000 per share. And that's based on reverse stock splits, and that's why it's called the price equivalency. So it shows you the potential of the stock. And why can this stock be worth so much money? Well, it comes down to the share float. There is a tiny share float. Let me see if I have the numbers for you here. Yes, I do. There's only 2.6 million shares outstanding. Yeah, you heard me correct. 2.6 million shares outstanding. That's it. 2.6 million. And I said it several times on purpose because it's hard to get your brain to understand what a small float this is. Total share float, 2.6 million. Shares outstanding, 2.6 million. Market cap, 6.6 million. 52-week high price equivalency of $70. We're up 8% on the week, 65% on the month. And we spiked up today and then pulled back. We spiked up real strong pre-market, and then the shorts stepped in and pulled it back because there's 158% cost to borrow right now on BXRX. So there's a little bit of a tug of war going on, but you know, if these drugs get passed, which it's looking like it will, there's no stopping this company. It's going to be making a lot of money. It says all patients in 3 BX1000 treatment cohorts met criteria for good or excellent intubation conditions at 60 seconds. And they're going to discuss these results with on a webinar today at 10 a.m. Eastern. And then it goes on to say, a pharmaceutical company is BXRX. They're focused on innovative products for hospital and related settings. Announced positive top-line results from phase 2 clinical trial BX1000 for neuromuscular blockade NMB in patients undergoing elective surgery. Results of the study showed that BX1000 met the primary endpoint of readiness for intubation, rated as good or excellent at all dose levels addressed. No severe adverse events were observed in any dose regimen. BX1000 phase 2 surgery trial is a randomized double-blind active controlled clinical trial comparing 3 different doses of BX1000 to a standard dose of 0.6 mg rocronium in a planned clinical trial of 80 adult patients undergoing elective surgery utilizing a total intravenous anesthesia. 81 patients were randomized to the 4 treatment groups. 1 patient discontinued early and did not receive a study drug. A total of 80 patients were treated. Each that had the BX1000 dose had 20 evaluable patients, and the rocronium cohort had 19. 1 subject in the arm experienced a delay in intubating. The primary efficacy endpoint of the study was the proportion of patients that met criteria for good or excellent intubating conditions using a standardized scale. Additionally, the clinical trial evaluated the safety tolerability of BX1000. Results showed that all patients in three BX1000 study cohorts were observed to have met the criteria good or excellent. Goes on to speak a lot more. And it says there'll be further patient safety follow-up at 28 days after surgery. And then it goes on to say, the company will be continuing with the development program for BX1000 with a target of submitting a new drug application, NDA, by approximately year-end 2025. Wow, so we got a little ways to go, friends. Ooh, but, you know, these drugs, they have powerful effects on the price of a stock. We can see this stock go to $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 per share, $5,000 per share. Like I said, it has an all-time high of $12,500 per share price equivalency. You see how small the float is. So I'm not saying it's going to go that high, but you can make some money on it for sure. says, we believe these results demonstrate that BX1000 at the highest dose compares favorably. Okay, so I think that's all I'm going to read to you from that article. My main point of this is, let's take a look at the price action today, okay? So let's go take a look at the price action. So pre-market, this thing was really running pre-market. I'm going to pull it up real quick for you here and take a look at the BXRX. Okay, so as of right now, so BXRX is up 38% today. If you take a look at the pre-market though, it got up to 73% higher. It was up $1.38. The short stepped in and were able to push it back down a bit. And now we're only up 38%, 73 cents per share up. But still, that's a nice gain. And you can see with this new information dropping on these new drugs, people are very excited. And the main thing I want to point out to you is how small this share float is. So I do see some potential with this stock. Comment below, what do you think about it? Do you own it? Are you going to buy it? BXRX is a price equivalency of a $70 52-week high, and we're under $3 right now. Hit like, subscribe, and notifications. Share the video with a friend.